Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
This is Cohen, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Hopkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Boston Scott, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hopkins. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Back to throw. Hopkins. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him plays like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Down and 9 yards to go.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. first down. Dillon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. You got three down, 3 down. Check 99, check 99. Switch.
To throw again, Hopkins. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Rodgers pass.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Packers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Dillon, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Hopkins gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen.
Number 20.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake. Hopkins. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, running to Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run now with Dillon. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 11.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 13. Check.
Now Cohen. And some room to maneuver.
Pass him in.
Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Tucker McCann.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Green Bay.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
from just shy of midfield. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Well, took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Hopkins going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A final shot before break. Hopkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run once more with Dillon. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hopkins. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Hopkins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, They're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Packers 35, Bears 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
We'll get the 40-yard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
By number 11.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 14. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
Operating from the gun. Hopkins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Hey, watch 28. 58's the Mike. 50.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 49, Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gary on the
Partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They find some open field here. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
59, Mike, check, 59. Keep it up. Mike's 5'9",
Looking to throw. Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. McCann's kick up and good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll run on first down. Montgomery, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Jim.
This is Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It's now
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run with Montgomery, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the eye.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Packers 49. Bears 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down.
Hardy Burns there on the coverage.
Rodgers again now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Hardy Burns there on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
26 Mike.
On 1st down, Hopkins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win.